Okay, hello YouTube, it's Alejandro, and I'm back. This time I'm going to do, once again, after a while, I'm going to do a Transformers review. However, this time I'm going to be reviewing an older figure. This is the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Skystalker. This figure's a few years old now, but it's still really cool, and yeah, going to be going over a few things. Now, real quick, I do not have a package for it, but I do still have like this thingy, which came in the packaging. I just chilled onto it, no real reason. Now, looking at it is a picture of Skystalker's robot mode. Honestly, it looks cooler than the actual toy itself. Could just be a prototype or something. It says right there the name, Skystalker. Predacon, which is the type of boss it belongs to. It's not a Decepticon or an Autobot, it's a Predacon. Totally different. Predacon logo. It's like a beastie dragon. Comes with Cryo Strike double disc launchers, which is supposed to be its gimmick. On here is Skystalker's info. Deluxe class. It was from Series 2. It was number 9 in the wave of figures. For its technical data, its strength is 6, intelligence 7, speed 8, endurance 7, rank 5, courage 7, fire blast 9, and skill 8. All in all, seems like a pretty good figure to me. And as for the bottom, which is what you would see on the packaging, it also shows what other figures were available with it at the time. Bulkhead, Dreadwing, and Autobot Ratchet, which I do not own any of those figures. So yeah, now moving on to the figure itself, Skystalker. It's really cool. Now, what it's supposed to be, real first, is, honestly by its design, it's supposed to be a type of dragon. And now, because of the paint with the light blue, dark blue, and the bits of white, it's supposed to be like a ice dragon. Now, even though this is a figure based off the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters show, it unfortunately was never actually in the show. But it's still a cool figure all the same. Now, looking into detail, right here on its arm, on its shoulder, is the Predacon symbol, because that's what type it is. It's got bits of yellow here on the shoulders, going into color. It's got light blue here, darker blue here, here. The hands are white. It's got some more yellow here on the knees. It's got bits of white on the foot. Blue right here. It's got some silverish paint right here on the top of the tail. It's got white spikes. And if you look closely, the wing is light blue, but it's also got like little paint strokes of white, which is a really nice touch, keeping to the theme of the whole Arctic dragon look. And for the head, it's got light blue right there, light blue stripes, some purplish blue, I guess, right here for the top of the head crescent. It's got white eyes and completely blue teeth. They're not painted in or anything. And really cool ram-like white horns made of white plastic. And for detail, it's got detail right here. This is supposed to be the chest. It's got like a lot of silverish paint right here. It's got molded detail right there. For the wings, you have a lot of detail. It's got like a little turbine thingy right there. These are the detail for the discs, as mentioned. Here's the back of the disc. It's got like a little fan right here molded in. It's got shiny pieces right here and there. And as for the tail, forgot to look at the tail bit, which is a separate piece, by the way. It's blue. It's got a little molded detail. Top of the spikes, so the top of the spikes attached to the tail are painted in white, but as for the bottom, it's just plain blue. Now, for the articulation of the figure, the arms are on a ball joint, so they can move pretty much any way you want. There's an arm joint right here, so you can move it forward. The joint right here does not go back, but it goes forward. The hand is also on a ball joint, so you can move that like any way you want. Same for both arms. The wings, they go back and go forward. And they even move this way. You can turn them forward like so. And you can even move them even further still like this. So that's like 2 points of articulation on the wings. The top piece and the bottom piece. For the legs, they can go up, down. You can even stretch them out because there's like a joint right here, joint right here, and you got some movement on the foot. And even the tail goes up and down. So, yeah. And as for the head, its movement is got some movement on it too. It can go down, up. It can rotate 360. Goes up by itself like this and down. And the mouth does open, but right here it reveals the head for its robot mode. So yeah. Mouth does open. It's got good... Overall, for a Predacon, for a dragon transformer, it's got good articulation. And now, for quick comparison, I'm going to be bringing in another transformer just to show off size. Okay, I'm back with a comparison. So, next to Skystalker, Deluxe class, I have the Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior class Grimlock figure. Now, I don't have any other Predacon figures to compare Skystalker with, so the closest thing I had that would make a good comparison would be a Dinobot, since, well, they're both beast-like, I guess. I mean, they're both animals. One's a dragon, one's a dinosaur. I mean, they're not both Predacons. I mean, he's a Predacon, he's a Dinobot, but they're more along the same lines of awesome animal-based alternate modes. So yeah, from foot to top of the head, more or less the same. For length, again, more or less the same. And yeah, so that's about the size of a Deluxe class and a Warrior class from today. So yeah, that's about comparison for that. Now, moving on to the transformation. The transformation for this guy is kind of simple, actually. Sorry about that. Now, this figure does come with instructions. And so, I think the best thing to do is, first you take this tail piece off, and it just pops off like that. Then there's a hinge right here that you just push it up, and I'm going to move the wings so you can see what I'm doing. It just kind of goes right here with this spike. Doesn't really connect or anything, it's just a place for it to stay. Then you straighten out the legs like this. Do the same for this one. Then you take these two pieces and can push them in to make the waist. Then as you'll see for the joint right here on the arm, there's this white line thing, and there's a hole right here in the wing. You just line that up and push it in. Do the same for the other side. Take the line that makes up the arm and push it into that bit of the wing to connect them. Move the wings up. Line everything up. Now for the arms. What you gotta do is you actually rotate them like this, revealing the robot mode hands. Then what you do with the beast mode hands is you turn them around like this. As you'll see, let me adjust the camera. Give me a second, I just need to adjust the camera. There's a tab right here, and right here on the inside of the beast mode hands, there's holes, and it just tabs in like so. So yeah, the beast mode hands are still there like that. Do the same for the other side. Just goes the other way, like this. Just rotate, attach, and yeah, that's the second arm. Now another thing to do is right here on the waist, you take the body and push it down like that. So yeah, get the robot mode waist. Lift up the head. And for here on the feet, since it doesn't have much support, you take this piece right here and you pull it out, giving it heel spurs. You kind of have to line it up for it to actually work, but yeah, it has heel spurs for foot support. There's one on the other foot as well. And finally for the, gotta just adjust it, line it all up. Now for the head, you take the chest piece and flip it down, revealing this. Then you take the head, flip that up, take the bottom part of the mouth and put that down. You push the head down and flip this back up. So yeah, the bottom mouthpiece is kind of sort of stuck in there. Now you take the robot head and you push it down. Then you flip the top right here, sort of making like a cap for it, like a dragon cap. And yeah, that is about all there is to the transformation. It's pretty simple. I mean, honestly, I think transformations for like dinosaurs and dragons and stuff, or anything that's like animal, is like an easier transformation compared to a vehicle. At least that's what I think. And now finally the last step is you take the tail tip piece. There's a curve right here that connects to this line right here on the hand. Now, you could connect it to either hand, but according to the packaging and stuff, it goes specifically onto this hand. And there. So now you have Skystalker with some sort of claw weapon. Now, what I think of the figure, it's a little back heavy because of the wings. But what I do is to just have them all the way up like this. I mean, I think it looks cool having the wings all the way up like this. Plus, like having them all the way up, it's not back heavy and it keeps the figure balanced. So that's my simple solution for it. Now, quick look at the head. It's got a little bit of molded detail right here. It's got these pointy nub bits. I don't know what those are supposed to be. It's got red eyes and some more white molded in detail right there. Just gotta adjust the camera a little more. So yeah, now the thing about the cap is you can adjust it technically any way you want. You can have it all the way up. You can have it a bit down like this. Or all the way down, I guess, if you wanted. You can have it like this or this. Personally, I just have it up regularly like this. But that's just me. And now, there's also some white paint right here on the inner thighs. And some detail on the waist piece and the chest. Got some molded in detail right here. It's got really nice paint. And now for the articulation, the wings are still articulated. They can go forward and back. The arms are on a ball joint, so yeah, still got that movement. Still got the shoulder movement, the elbow movement, but only forward. And you cannot move the hands, since the beast hands were on a ball joint, so you can move those, but not these robot hands. And the legs are also on a ball joint, so you can move them any way around you want. Got toe movement, forward, up, down. Got knee movement right here, because he's got like chicken legs, basically. And the tail, it's supposed to be stuck like this, but you can move it. And the head, yeah, you can still rotate it, but not 360, because the bottom piece is stuck in there, so you can move it, but not all the way. You can go up, I guess, or go down. Well, can't go down, but yeah, you can put this guy in some pretty cool poses, like, let me try to do something. Just, I think this actually works. Extend the heel spur. Just to focus in, yeah. You can do some pretty cool poses like this. So yeah, the articulation for this guy is pretty good, all in all. And he does have a gimmick to him. But before I go over that, time for a quick comparison. This time I'm going to be comparing him with Robot Mode, Robots in Disguise Grimlock. Just give me a second while I transform him. Okay, so I'm back and got Deluxe Class Skystalker, and next to him is Warrior Class Robot Mode Grimlock. And so, size-wise, they're almost the same on the head. Skystalker's a little bit bigger, like one head taller, I guess. So, these figures, this one's from Beast Hunters, and this one's from the most recent series, Robots in Disguise. So, yeah, basically they're both based from the shows, and this one was from the show that came before Robots in Disguise. However, there were still Transformer figures even in between the long break between the two shows. There were Generations and Combiner Wars stuff, and I guess movie figures too. But yeah, so for Robots in Disguise, they switched Deluxe for Warrior class figures, and they're okay, but as you can see, compared to the old Deluxes, they're a little shorter. Size-wise, it's okay. I mean, you can see that Skystalker is taller, and I'm not just counting the wings. At the head is a little taller. But yeah, all in all, it's a really cool figure. I bought mine a few years ago at a Walmart for retail price of like $15. You could probably still find one on Amazon right now. I will try to have a link in the description so you can find one for a reasonable price. It's like $18, $30. It's a little more expensive, but not too expensive. So if you're interested in one of your own, you could check out the link in the description I will be trying to put on for Amazon. That'll take you straight to Amazon if you want to buy one on your own online. And yeah, even though it's an older figure that's been through a few years, it still holds up pretty well, so I do recommend this. If you're like into dragons or robots, it's a really cool figure. It's got a really cool ice color scheme to it, and I like that. I only wish I had more Predacons so I can have like a Predacon army, the Skystalker being one of them. But yeah, it's a really cool figure. I do recommend picking it up if you find one at like a thrift store or a garage sale or Amazon, which I will try to have a link in the description. Speaking of which, in my last video, which I do also suggest you look up, I am now going to be having a link in the description for my previous video as well, over the Power Rangers Parazord and Ankylozord. So, even though I did not mention it in the last video, I will have a link for those two on Amazon in the description. And I will have one for this one too. So, yeah. That piece fell off. And so, yeah, this has been my review over the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Skystalker. And if you want to see more figures, just subscribe, thumbs up the video if you like it, and share with your friends. I really need more subscribers to help out with my channel, because my main goal is to try to be famous on YouTube enough to the point where I get paid for it, so I can quit my regular day job, which would be awesome, because I would just love to do this for a living. I mean, it's like a perfect cycle. I get paid to do these reviews. The money lets me buy more figures so I can do the reviews. And like I said, the reviews get me paid so I can get the figures. The figures let me do the reviews that I get paid for, and it just keeps on going back and forth. It's like a perfect cycle, in my opinion. So yeah, if you guys could help me out to accomplish that goal, it would be awesome. So yeah, this is the Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Skystalker. I recommend this figure, and check out my other videos. I have a few of them now. And yeah, it's Alejandro, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will have a link in the description for this figure, and I will also have a link in my previous video. So watch all of them if you can. I will also put them in my Transformer playlist. So yeah, my next video will be something different, but do not worry, I will have more Transformer reviews. I will have another one this Friday. But in the meantime, I'm going to do other different things that's not Power Rangers. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Really would appreciate it. And thank you and goodbye for watching. See ya.